if you have a snap-on Cynergy 100 tooth ratchet and the back drag is way too much, it's really stiff. I took it apart and the insides are just a fancy, like, it's a prettied up version of the old 36 tooth. This is a Williams, but it's got the same parts as the old snap-on 936. It's basically a fancy version of that. And if you take the gear out and take these little pieces out one at a time, in this handle there's a long spring that pushes this up against the gear. You can cut 3 or 4 coils off of this spring and lighten the load that it puts on your gear. I did it with this Williams and it softened it up a lot. And you can do the same thing with the cynergy, and it lightens up the load on this a lot. You can reduce your bag drag by half if you just cut this spring that goes down here a little bit. It can be tricky to put the spring back in. You have to push the spring down with this pawl while the ball bearing is on top. If that ball bearing comes off of the spring, I put a dab of grease on the spring, set the ball on the grease, and use these parts to push it back in with and seat this part. But I know back drag's a big issue with these in a lot of people, and that one little trick reduces the back drag. You can reduce as much as you want, but I'd be careful not to clip too many coils off. If you do, you can just stretch the spring back out a little bit, reinstall it, no big deal. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. That takes care of the back drag issue on the 102 Cynergy. Hope that helps.